Here's my vlog for April 15th. It's 5:09. I didn't do one yesterday because I forgot. I had to work yesterday. I filled in for somebody and I just spaced out. Like relaxing on the computer. And then when it was time to leave at 6:30, as I was going out the door, because I leave at a half hour before I get there, I was like, oh shit, I didn't shower, because I felt kind of icky, and I was like, man, I need a shower. I don't think I've ever worked there an overnight without showering right before I go. And because you help people around, so you get close to them, and you don't want to smell anything. So I figured it'd be worth it to just shower and then drive there instead of ride my bike. So I drove my electro car. But I haven't once had the opportunity to floor it on the curlicue. There's a curlicue that goes from Table Mesa to Foothills Parkway. But I was dreaming of doing that in my Mach-E GT, but I never got a Mach-E GT. I tried to, a month ago or whatever. For some reason, my mom wanted to go look at cars. She wants to shop around for cars, but I'm not a shopper. I'm the kind of person who just buys the first thing that I test drive. And so we were set to go to Denver, and I was fully intentioned to buy that thing. It was going to be like a white 2021 Ford Mach-E GT. And it was 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. I was like, I'm getting it. I was all excited. Then my mom didn't want to go. And then she booked to do a test drive at Nissan. And I kind of knew just from the signal she was... Because every time I mention a Ford, she mentions other cars. And I was like, she doesn't want a Ford. She wants to get the Nissan. So I did a test drive in this black Nissan, and that's the one that I bought. But anyway, yesterday I took it into the dealership at 9 to get the tinted windows, but it turns out that they were already tinted. So I got a $200 refund, and they only had to tint the 2 front windows. So now it's all tinted, every window. So yeah, black Nissan Ariya with tinted windows looks really cool, man. If it's clean with good paint job, that's my idea of a freaking badass looking car. I think my mom will like it too. And the interior matches the interior. It's really nice. And then I extracted this car chair table out of my Mazda and put it into my Nissan. I had 2 of them in the Mazda, and it took a while to take it off because it was underneath the seat covers. And so that's a thing where you can pull it down, and then you can put the computer on the seat for the people who are sitting in the back, so you don't have to have the computer on your knees. And yeah, it works when it's pushed all the way forward, and then when it's when the driver's in it. And yeah, so that's cool. And I guess when I inherit that car fully, I can take the other one out of the Mazda when I get rid of the Mazda and then put it in there. And then I had one for each side. But that took kind of a while to all hook up. And then man, that's all I remember doing. I went to Dot's Diner on the way home because I had to walk home from the dealership. And then my mom took me back there to pick it up, and I think maybe we hung out too. Anyway, and then I went to work. I was gonna ride my bike, but I ended up driving. So yeah, I'm gonna remember to shower before I go to work today and ride my bike this time. You don't pay for the electricity to drive the car, but it's still wear and tear on the car, and also it takes forever to charge, dude. It's no joke to charge as far as the waiting. So the best way to charge it for me, because I just talked to my mom, I wanted to know what the deal with Nissan is, and I guess you're not allowed to use the fast charger there. That's for the employees, but we can use the slow charger, but it's a limit of an hour. So it is closer than the dog park, but it's not worth it because the dog park has a limit of 4 hours. So the best thing is to just get the percentage down to 20%, and then you just take it in there for 4 hours at a time over at the dog park. and either ride around on the dog park or hang out with my mom or something, or come back here. Luckily, I live pretty close to it. And then just do that until you get it back up to 80%, you know, do that. Maybe, I imagine it'd take like 4-hour sessions to get it back up to 80% or something. So that's going to be exciting to drive my car after it gets charged back up to 80%, because I'll be like, I'm driving around on free gas. Yeah, and also I want to do a ride up in the mountains, like charged from 100, but I'm not in any rush. I'm kind of like brain dead. Last night I was like, the internet wasn't as good, but I was using the internet off my phone, which was pretty good. It was good enough to get the images off of Flickr and even watch a movie off my phone. What did I see? Anyway, yeah, I can't remember, because yeah, I was like tired, and then I like gave up on working on it. You know, I only made it halfway through chapter 2. So last night was my first 12-hour shift to see how far I could get through, and I managed finishing chapter 1 and then getting halfway through chapter 2, but I just burnt out, you know, and I could have stayed awake, but I was just tired, like, I don't know, like, it was tedious too. I wasn't like physically tired, I didn't want to do it. And so I'm like totally hooked on, I can do gathering off ChatGTP and splicing it without any trouble at all. Like no friction, you know? It's not tedious. I'm drawn to it. In fact, I'm too drawn to it. Like that's the only thing I can do. Like today I had time to exercise. I'm like, I don't think so. I slept and then I got up and I'm like, I don't think I want to. I'm just gonna stretch. There was this really nice couch that I was on last night, and it's got a massager on it, and yeah, that was nice to work on. But yeah, so I just kind of like closed my eyes and just relaxed for like the last few hours. I don't even remember how long. But the internet, like I put it onto I finished chapter 1, I put it on the main page, and it takes forever. So like this is one reason why I'm trying to do Livy in its entirety, just to make sure that it's even possible. Back in like November, I bought this computer. It's the best one that I could buy, that I could at the Apple store. It was like $4,200, and it's way better than the other one that I had that like died. Yeah, it didn't die. It stopped being able to like screencast, so it was like just not strong enough. But and it was slow. But yeah, but this one takes forever, and I like pasted it onto the page, and then when I got home, I uploaded it without looking at it, and then when I woke up, I looked at it, and only chapter 1 was on it. Freaked me out, because I thought that it got corrupted, but I looked at my local one, and it was entire. So I uploaded it, and now it's on the internet. So let me show you. This is like the first chapter. Man, my mouth is dry. Of any book that I've ever done the AI on, images on. So maybe that's why I'm so like absent-minded. It's like I'm so tired from all this. For some reason the links don't work, and I did not know that the links didn't work. So that's all news to me. These links work though. So anyways, this is chapter 1, and it has like 65, right? And so it makes more images than the text on the computer, but on the cell phone it's a little bit different. See, so in the beginning I was putting images in there, but then I looked on the cell phone, and like on the cell phone it matches better, so I figured I'd just do them only on the side, just to make it look good on the cell phone. I think most people look at it on their cell phone more anyway. Here, I'll show you. I'm trying to zoom to the top here. Here, this is the cell phone. So, huh? Oh my God, I didn't. Does this have to get refreshed? Uh-oh, now I'm having to go there again. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So, now for some reason that doesn't take up the whole thing. I'll have to look at that later. But so on the cell phone, you know, the images are too big, so it squeezes the text down. So you can actually add a whole bunch of images. That's why I figured I'd just have them on the side just to make it look good on the cell phone. And I think even when you do the phone like that, you have plenty of space. So anyway, that's what it looks like. So on the cell, you can see. Look, here is where it works perfectly. You can have like as many images as you want. I'll just scroll all the way down. This has 66 chapters. See, look at that. That one's perfect. So that's one that's missing. Some of them are missing. I'll go back and touch it up later. Look at that. Okay, so there's chapter 2, and I'm about halfway through chapter 2. And this is what it looks like on the computer. So that's where they like founded Rome. And they even have some gruesome images on here. Like where the Horati, here I'll show you, the Horati and the Horatius. That's 125. So check it out. This is the fight of the 3 triplets, and this one works out pretty well on the computer. But like, so he kills a guy, and yeah, and then he kills his sister, dude. And like, look, they've got blood. They even did the blood. But that's kind of like the quality. But you can scroll down and find where where it's done on other days. And the quality is a little bit better. We haven't gone there yet. You'd have to look at it on. Whoa, this thing is scrolling and I don't know why. You want to stop? Oh no! Oh God! My computer likes to. Oh no! Yeah, my computer likes to freak out all the time, and then I have to restart it. The mouse stops working. Yeah, it's another one of those situations. Shit. It's happening more and more. Oh, there we are. Ugh. Oh no! Yeah, little goblins. Tell ya. Oh no! Okay. So, anyways, whew, that was bizarre. So, yeah, I could go to Flickr. That's where I was trying to go, but it wasn't letting me stop. Let's try this again. You're more than welcome to not do that spinning around thing. Okay, so check it out. Livy images 16,000. So then if like we zoom ahead, let's say to page 7. Whoops, nope. All right, let's go to 164. Uh-oh, no. Well, somewhere in the middle, you've got like different quality ones that look really good, just depending on how ChatGTP feels. So, anyway, the problem with Livy, like I'm showing chapter 1 and it had 66, and each chapter has like what, 6 images? Like this one has 6 right here. And there's 66 chapters, but the problem is Livy has 1,870 chapters divided up into how many books? Like a lot of books, like 46 books, and then the individual books all the way up to 146 from the fragments. So, um, yeah, if every night goes like last night, oh my God, it's gonna take forever. So I'm gonna just try to work and see if I can work all night and see if I can get done with chapter 2. In fact, I should try to predict how much I can get done today. I think I could get through chapter 2 today, which is like 35 of those, but it's like 35 times 5 or more. And then, so I could get through chapter 2. I'm gonna try to get through at least finish chapter 3 tonight. At least chapter 3, and then I'll be like, okay. So that's at 46. So that's like, yeah. So I mean, I hate to think of this as taking 36 12-hour shifts or 46 12-hour shifts. And even if I do almost 2 a day, it's like 30. So like a month just for one book. That would extend the project, you know, for getting all these done by years, like more than a decade or more. So, yeah, so hopefully I'll do better tonight and then get a good gauge. This is like one of the most fascinating things I can think of doing though, because I know which chapter to put them in. Even though like sometimes ChatGPT gets it wrong and it actually titles it the wrong chapter. So if you see it titled in a different chapter than the one that it's in, that's because ChatGPT made the mistake. But it's in the right one because I do it based on what I labeled it, you know, and I labeled it from what I pasted. So, yeah, that's you know, another example of why it's not perfect. But I'm very impressed with how much it gets right in these images. And yeah, but I also yeah, just also making sure that they're in the right, in case maybe I made a mistake. I don't know, but just following along, you know, and reading the text and looking at the images, it's like I'm reading the book again, only image form. And yeah, it's really one of the most interesting jobs I can think of. So, so anyways, yeah, that's my goal. Get done with chapter 3 today. And yeah, I came home and kind of like didn't work on the computer anymore. I mean, on the website at all since I got home. I just uploaded it. And it takes forever, you know, so I'm still not, that's the other thing. I'm still not totally sure that it'll even work. Because Livy represents like a typical page. Like there's a lot of books as big as Livy. Livy's like 3,100 pages, divided up into the, you know, 47 books that have the different chapters and like 147 different ones. And so if I can get all of the images onto Livy without the computer like crashing, you know, because it takes forever for it to paste. And what happens, and what I've learned from my other Macintoshes, you know, and even from before that, is that, and this is what happened with my New Testament, and it happened, and then I uploaded it, but without noticing, and that's why my New Testament is corrupted, and I want to get, you know, try to fix that. I already have the images on it made, so I'll do that when I put the images on it, but yeah, what happens is that it like spins around forever, and then it just eventually, after like an hour or two of spinning, you know, because like I guess the computer can't think on one thing for more than like an hour. Like if you're doing text to speech and it's reading a really long book to you, after about an hour of it reading to you, it just starts going rah, 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 rah. It can't do it. It can't read anymore. It just can't think on one thing for more than an hour. So if it's been like thinking for a whole hour or more, maybe go like 2 hours or something, it's eventually going to give up on trying to paste something on like the new table on there. And when it does that, it like, sometimes it saves where it left off. So it saves over. Even without you saying Control S, it saves over. And if you don't look at it, and what it'll do, yeah, it'll just do something like what my New Testament looks like. Or it'll look like what it looked like this morning when I got up, where it was just the first chapter on there, you know, and it like just only puts part of the code on. And if that starts happening with this computer, like that's why I wasn't able to retrieve all of these Google Earth roads that I made, and now I think they're even downloadable on my website. It's really cool. On Google Earth, you know, I spent like 14 days all day long like tracing them because I wanted to make like movies and just the Google Earth files of Italy from Roman time. But I did it with the polygon. And it saved it, but I didn't have that individual file saved. It saved only in Italy, and it was too big. It was like 2.41 gigabytes or 2.1 gigabytes or something, and it couldn't open it. And so I wasn't able to open it until I got this computer. But this computer opened it just fine. Then I broke it out, and it's downloadable. But yeah, so so then it would just get too big to handle. So I don't. And if it's already taking like, I mean, it took like 20 minutes or something just to paste on there or more. Just on the first chapter, and I'm getting more and more code on there with all of these images, because each image, it's like a whole paragraph of code. So each chapter will get longer to paste, and hopefully I can make it through the whole book. And if I can do Livy with this computer, that means I can do any of the books, because I don't think any book is really much bigger than Livy. Livy's about as big. And then it's like, okay, good, that's a big load off my shoulders. But I mean, just to do Livy, oh my God. If it's going to take as long as it took last night, because each chapter, here, let me show you. Like, check this out. I didn't actually do the whole demo, but like, okay, so this is Livy. Now, if you go to like here, book 1. Oh no, it's still doing it. God damn it. What is this? Like, are you ever gonna stop? Jesus, I do not understand. Okay, anyway. So here's like chapter 60, right? The last chapter of the first book, okay? It's like a paragraph. Look at how many images it made. It made all those images with like the title on the bottom and the top. From that much. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it made 16 images. Made 16 images from that. So it's like, okay. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Maybe it's just being gratuitous and making stuff up. And I should just get a hold of myself and only like put 4. But, I'm just kind of like going along with chat. Like that one made that much off of that. And so, anyway, this is it. This is it. Look, every single chapter, it has more image than text. Every single one. Like, look. So, oh wow, but then it starts doing that. Jeez. Well, hopefully that won't make a habit out of that. But so, anyways, tonight's going to be a moment of truth. So that's my vlog. I'm still like totally absent-minded and no motivation or anything. I think my brain's still spinning around. Like yesterday, I got the windows tinted and I installed the little seat desk in my car, which goes really well in there. It looks really cool. So I don't know, and maybe my head still feels like I'm spinning around and I need to just like relax. I need to get get my mind cleared up from all of the like overdosing on the energy drinks, and joints and stuff to keep me going. People say, my mom, because she used to do it, say that overnights is not healthy, screws up your circadian rhythm. I'm doing like 5 overnights this week because I filled in for somebody, and then I do like 4 or something. I could have sworn it was that much. It's like, that's cool, easy money, lots of work on the website. But like I have to like figure out a way for it to work for me. Yeah, I need to start working out. I need to start like exercising. So that's what I'm gonna do pretty soon. Yeah, I'm just yeah, too new to all this. I'm not even trying to get caught up with all of my business yet either. So just relaxing. So yeah, anyways, my goal is to get done with chapter 3. If I can finish 3 tonight, then I'll be super happy. Yeah, and maybe I can do even more. And then maybe yeah, but to take a whole month for Livy for one book, like this could end up being a very big project, like multi-decade, like just on this. I don't know. Because Livy's just another book with like thousands of chapters, which equals, I did the math yesterday, 6.4 million images, if they're all like this, that we're gonna have. So, oh, but like I was saying, see, I'm still building them, and if it takes me this long to do it and this long to build it, my website will be like a monument to the growth of AI. From the very beginning, because I started 1 week after they came out with it. And so you'll see the progression of the quality of the images, because I know the order that I did them in. And so you'll see Livy is the first one with these grainy images, and then the next one will be a little bit better, and then the next one will be a little bit better, and then you can just go down the line, and you can see the date that I made them by looking at the date on Flickr, and actually trace how AI got smarter making images, which I think is cool. That's another way that my website's like a history tool, history data sheet. Okay, that's enough vlogging. I'm gonna upload this now. Talk to you tomorrow.